Hello and welcome back. I am Reverend Dr. Lori Williams, and today I'm going to talk to you about what happens to our relationships when someone passes away. So, if you're in a relationship with someone, doesn't matter if you're friends, if you're family, if you are in an intimate relationship, it doesn't matter. The relationship typically doesn't change. So, basically, if I loved you now, I'm going to have love for you whenever I'm on the other side as well. If I am meant to support you in this life, and that is a soul contract that we may actually have a soul contract to extend that into the death of one of the parties within that relationship as well. So the relationship does not end necessarily just because a person dies. It definitely ends in the physical sense, but it doesn't change the fact that somebody loves you. It does not necessarily change the fact that they're there to support you. Obviously, it's just going to be in a very different way rather than in a physical way. So let's say, for an example, if you are let's just talk about the opposite of that. Like, what if you absolutely despise someone in this lifetime? Does that go over to the afterlife? And yes, it does, but not in the way that you may think. So let me explain this. So essentially, on a soul level, which is when we leave the physical body, we just go back to our soul self. And on that soul level, we are pure love energy. But we also have an awareness and a knowing that whatever is going on in this life, it's meant to happen. So let's say, you have that ex that you can't stand that person. And when you cross over, you may, see them. You may come into contact with them. Because you're going back to that state of pure love. But it's not a matter, you don't have the hate that you would have as a human. So our human experience allows us to feel all these different emotions because that's what is meant to help us to learn the lessons that we need to learn. We need to have all of the emotions that we feel in order to learn the lessons, in order to process things and be able to grow at a soul level. So don't necessarily hate the person or like the other soul if you saw them on the other side, but you would understand that your relationship with them served a purpose for your growth and for their growth, and that there's no reason for you to spend eternity together, essentially is what it comes down to. So it's really interesting how I've done like many readings for people, and they will say, oh, like they'll have a father come through, or it might be an ex-husband or something, ex-wife even, and they're like, oh, well, I'm really surprised that person would come through. And the reason is because the soul doesn't hold on to hate. There was, like I said, there was a knowing that whatever the relationship was in this lifetime was meant to help both of you learn and grow. And after that, any soul contract you have with that person it's over and done with. It's complete, but you don't harbor any like ill will towards the person. You might have when you were still alive, but once you're on the other side, you don't have that anymore. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you back here next time.